Hi everyone, welcome to In Nature Spiritual, or welcome back if you are a returning viewer. Thank you so much for clicking on this really beautiful reading for your January predictions and what lies ahead. So this is a timeless January, so whatever January you are clicking on this video, it is a reading for you. So we are just going to get started with group 1, 2, or 3. Timestamps are going to be listed down below so you can fast forward quickly to your group and get to your January reading ahead. Hi group 1, if you chose this Yellowstone, this is your reading for January prediction. So it is a timeless January, so whatever January you are clicking on this video, this reading is meant to find you, and we are going to get into some pre-pulled oracle cards. We've got tarot cards, we've got romance at the end, so we'll try to get a nice rounded full reading for you for the month of January to see what kind of things are coming in, and also importantly, like advice on how to maybe move through the month or challenges that come up, because I feel like that's important to not just hear all the positive stuff that's coming your way, but like advice on how to move through things. I think that's also important. So let's get started here on your overall energy for the month of January. We have the energy is gaining momentum, and nothing will come of this situation. So, well, definitely there's like a fear. There's like one thing taking off and one thing not taking off. Perhaps you've just felt really like there's so many choices. I could do this, I could do that. Like there's too many options. And in January, there's almost like one is coming to a complete dead end, full stop, which is kind of nice because then you're able to dedicate more time and energy into this other thing. It's almost like you're finally getting permission from the universe or source or God that like, yes, this is the one, this is the right way, this is not the right way. And so you're easily going to be able to make a decision to move forward if you felt really stuck about a situation, a purpose, like a pathway, a person, situation, thing, whatever this thing is that's coming up. It's almost like it's going to be clear as day. Like it's going to be like, yes, go this way. No, stop even bothering to try to go that way. Like it's just a waste of your time. It's a waste of your energy. So let's see, clarify anything else. What is coming your way in January, the overall energy? Because this is kind of nice to have that kind of clarity, be like, yes, this is the way to go. So let's see, is there anything else for my group ones? Woo! Wow. So we have the Tower card coming out. We have the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune linked together here. If you can see that, it's a little bit bright. So there's almost, again, like something is ending. A pathway is completely ending. It's like being upended, like uprooted, like it's complete, like, no, this is not the right path. And it's going to be like known to you. You're going to be like, yeah, that's definitely not the way that I'm meant to go. That's definitely not the person. It's definitely not that thing. Like these two cards link up really beautifully with each other. I love when tarot does this, when the two messages like link up together in a line. There's just, this is a no, this direction, this person, this place, this thing, this pathway is a complete no. But then here on the other side, we have the energy is gaining momentum completely with the Fool, which is the leap of faith, starting something brand new, or just taking that chance and really putting yourself out there and trusting and having that just like, okay, I'm going to do it. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to trust and I'm going to do it. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is almost like it's like going to work out because you have the Wheel of Fortune on your side. You know, the turning of tides, like good luck with this direction. And it's going to be really easy to see the clear path. And I feel like it's been really convoluted and like confusing lately because maybe you're like, I could do this, I'm skilled at that, or like I like this person because of this, or I like that person because of this. It's almost like it's finally like clear, this like, aha, I get it all. Like it all makes sense now. So let's see what else we have here for you. We have moderation. I'm gonna get some clarifiers because this could go multiples away. It can be a moderation of, I always think of this as like Libra energy, like trying to find a good balance, a balance of your time and energy, work-life balance, what you're consuming internally, externally, like on Instagram, on YouTube, like are you finding a good balance? If you are creative, are you creating content before you're consuming? Because then I feel like you're less likely to compare. But there is this need to make sure that you're just careful about the balancing of your time, your energy, your emotions, where you're placing your intentions. But let's clarify this. Is there anything else about this moderation for the month of January? So we have the Death card reversed, which is interesting because the Death card is usually about addictions. Now, it doesn't have to be just addictions to a substance. It can be addiction to work or money or a person or a need to know. It's like this energy of like, you know, you're just consumed by it. You're addicted to it. But reversed, I feel like you're really learning how to balance this. Whatever your own personal issues are, like we all deal with our own things, but I feel like this is the month where like you're being really asked, or you're being really good about finding that balance of where you're putting your time, where you're putting your energy, what you're consuming, like having a really good grasp and moderation on that. Let's see if there's anything else about that card. We have the Hermit, which is the energy of going within to study, to know thyself, to practice as well. So it could be that you're really focusing on deepening your spiritual practice, as well as finding this really good balance between like being a human and trying to be spiritual, and finding that nice dance between the two kind of elements, if you will, of reality, because we're all living in this human world, but we're all like weird spiritual beings and we're trying to figure it out, and sometimes it gets a little confusing. So let's see if there is anything else coming up your way in the month of January. Anything else we missed here for group 1 for the month of January? Anything else? Maybe challenges or successes, pathways, anything like that? We have the 4 of Swords jumping off to the ground, which can symbolize a need for rest. Be careful of burnout. Be careful of, you know, like speaking before you even think about it. It's almost like there needs to be a pause, a rest in your month, like taking time to take breaks and rest and enjoy, especially if this energy momentum is taking off, like making time to like sit with that and celebrate it and like relax and all those beautiful things. So we have the Ace of Wands coming out with King of Wands and 7 of Coins. Okay. Definitely the energy of starting something new, starting something that you're really passionate and excited about. Could be even like a new passionate excitement in a relationship. Sorry about the light, we're filming on a cloudy day. But there's this excitement, this fuel, this fire. Look how much fire is in these cards. Even with the 7 of Pentacles there's a lot of fire. It's almost like there's this determination, this willpower to create and put this time and energy into this thing because you finally have a direction. Let me turn it up. We're so dark all of a sudden. But there's this, because the Seven of Coins is all about continuing to put in the hard work, like really needing to finesse the craft and keep on going. And whoa, you see what happened over there? There's this like spark, this new excitement, this new like avenue of putting your time and energy that's really exciting, really passionate, and like I feel you get lost in it. You get lost in the time you are creating the thing and working on the thing and spending time and energy on the thing. I feel like it's really, whatever you're going towards, it's much more beneficial, you know, long term. Okay, sun is coming back up. Let me see. There we go. Sorry about the distractions. Let's see what perhaps challenges are coming your way and good advice on how to move forward with those things. So we have fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. There we go. A little bit of a tongue twister. I feel like there's going to be a little bit, especially with this new pathway kind of opening up, it's going to be a little bit like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do that. But it's almost like you need to just have that faith and that trust. But it's almost like this is going to be a little bit overwhelming, I'm feeling. But it's okay to feel that fear of that. I don't know how this path is going to take me. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know, you know, it's okay to feel those fear, and it's okay to like go and push towards those things, even though you're unsure of how things are going to be, because sometimes the best things happen when we are like, I have no idea how the hell I'm going to get through this thing. And then it kind of surprises you and falls into your lap, and it's beautiful and exciting and all these lovely things. So I feel like that kind of energy is going to be popping up, and also surrounded with that nothing will come out of this situation, especially at the beginning of the month, kind of just like tail end of December into January. I feel like you're still going to be like in this weird, what the hell do I do? Where do I go? Like you're still like in that juggling kind of fear state, and do your best to sit with those feelings and know that it's usually just either your ego trying to keep you safe. You know, your ego wants to continue to do the thing that they know. You know, your brain knows. It's easy. It's a pattern. You know, your ego wants to keep you safe. Or it could be your inner child that is like, this is scary, I feel unsafe. And so just making sure that you're taking that time to sit with those feelings, sit with those fears that come up, and talk to yourself, talk to your inner child. Like put your hands on your heart, talk to your inner child and be like, hey, I know this is really scary and daunting, but I got you. I'm the adult here, I can take care of you. And yeah, it's okay to feel that fear. It's okay that that comes up. All right, so we have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Oop, there we go. So health could be really important to you this month, or there could be some things that come up around health. I think you already are on the path. It's also January. Everyone's kind of getting back into their, you know, resolutions and like eating healthier and working out. So this could also be, you know, a priority. And I keep on feeling that with the moderation. It's like these two, they're both green, you know, it's almost like linked together, that you're kind of just getting a little bit more serious about your health and taking care of your body. Because if your body is good, if you're eating well, if you're sleeping well, especially after all the holidays and you're eating all this delicious like food and candy and perhaps alcohol, or just consuming like a lot of things, like it happens, it's the holidays, you're meant to have fun and be a human, like, you know, up to whatever limits you feel comfortable with. Obviously, you know, don't be going out crazy and binge drinking and stuff like that. But I feel like after the holidays, it's so important to come back to your center, come back to that health, come back to that standard for yourself, and just get back into that habit, get back into that habit. And I think you're going to be there. You're going to be doing just fine. So I wanted to get a card because I've been really focusing on how can I have more fun in my days? How can I just enjoy things a bit more from a childlike sense of wonder? And I pulled one for you. How can you embrace a bit more fun this January? Ooh, we have Be True to Your Heart. I see this as just getting really excited about trying new things, like getting outside of the comfort zone a little bit. It doesn't even have to be like crazy. For example, I'm usually like a pretty, I guess, plain coffee drinker at home. And because it's the holidays and I'm filming this around the holidays, I saw that there was like a peppermint mocha coffee blend. And I'm usually like one of those people that is like, well, I'm a coffee purist. And for this holiday season, I was like, again, trying to embrace more fun into my day-to-day mundane routine. I bought it and I'm drinking it and it's delicious, and my little inner child is so happy to be drinking like peppermint mocha. It doesn't even taste like coffee, and then I got this like fancy creamer and like all these things. So if you see something and it makes you like light up and you pick it up and you're curious about it, like go for that. Like little things, like try, candles. Like if there's a candle that really sparks your attention, or like for example, like I like to decorate my candles sometimes with like a bunch of glitter because it's like fun and it makes my inner child just feel really youthful and excited. And yeah, I just, with all the trinkets and everything going around, like listening to music or watching movies, like I watched oh, what is that? It's an animation. It's Japanese. It is, oh, it's called The Cat Returns, and it's by Studio Ghibli. There we go. And I watched that recently because I was like, I really want to watch a cartoon. My soul is craving for more light-hearted, fun things, especially with the heaviness of the world and everything that else that goes on. I think it's important to find those little tiny moments in your day-to-day to increase joy. Love that. So let's get into a little bit of romance, but first, I want to clarify anything else I missed for your January ahead. Anything else for January ahead? So we have Judgment reversed, which Judgment sometimes can be literally figuring it out, things coming together. Again, I feel like there's a little bit of a block in this pathway. Let's see if there's anything else to clarify that, because let's see. I'm gonna not take those. Anything else to clarify this Judgment here? This Judgment energy reversed, please. Okay. Four of Swords. Again, so that's double confirmation here. Definitely an energy that you need to, if you're feeling this overwhelming, which way to go, which way to go, which way to go, I don't know, just someone tell me which way to go. Slow down. Take a time out. Take a break. Like, I know it's not fun to slow down and stop, but sometimes the best thing that we can do is slow down, stop distracting ourselves by scrolling, by watching things, by music, and just sit and let yourself be bored, or let yourself meditate in a very quiet way to get answers, to get clarity, or just to bring down your stress and cortisol levels. Because if you're just constantly going, like you're going to exhaust yourself or trying to figure out the problem. I know, because that's how I operate, but just, I think it's important this month that you just make sure that you're taking time out, because that Four of Swords came out twice, which is definitely a confirmation to make sure that you're taking time to slow down and breathe. It's gonna be fine. So let's get some romance cards for our couples and for singles. Let's do our couples first. Woo. Release your ex. Okay. It could be that some of you guys are still talking to this person, or it doesn't even have to be talking to them. It depends on the situation. But if you're still like if they're still lingering in your mind, if they're still there, it's time to just cut that cord, release that energy, like do a cord cutting. And this could even be someone from your past. Like it could be an ex-friend as well. Someone that you're just like holding on to for this hope. Or perhaps you're wanting them to come back and like say something to you, or it's almost like this energy needs to be more focused on your person. On your person, less on this ex. But let me get another card just in case like you're not like in that energy, because this is a general reading. If you're not in this ex energy with your current relationship, what else for my couples? But yeah, there's definitely like a wanting to hold on. Might have to do a cord cutting here. Okay, anything else for our couples? Worth waiting for. It's definitely like the energy of this is the person that you're meant to build something with. Like you're not supposed to just dip in, dip out. Like you're meant to really build something. It says divine timing is at work in your love life. So there is this need for a deepening of a connection, because worth waiting for, it just feels like there needs to be this appreciation again, and a deepening of that connection, of that trust, of that care, of that love, if you will. So let's get some cards for my singles, please. Singles in the month of January. We have let your friends help you. And we have this could be the one. Okay, take what resonates, leave the rest. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a lot. There's a lot happening here. If you're dating someone or getting curious about someone, this could be the one that you really build something with. This could be the one. And now I like to think of this card as this could be the next one that you date, because I feel like that's a lot of pressure to be putting on someone that you are just starting to date. And also I feel like sometimes when this card comes out, like it puts that person on a pedestal, and I don't think anyone should be put on a pedestal, especially in a relationship. It should be equal. And so making sure that if you are really into this person, like don't put them up on a pedestal, don't like put them higher. Still get advice from your friends, talk with your friends. Perhaps you're going to be meeting someone through friendship as well, or this person through friendship, or a party, or a gathering, or a wedding, or an event. But take it how it resonates. I do offer personal readings if you want something more in depth. I'll link it below. But yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 1. Give the video a like to support free tarot content. Comment down below to claim your reading for January. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye. Hello, group 2. If you chose this beautiful Fool's Gold, I love this. This is your reading for January, the month ahead. This is a timeless January reading prediction. So whatever January you are seeing this, perfect timing for this beautiful message for you. So let's get into your cards here. We will pull some tarot cards. We have some oracle cards, all the cards. So let's get into it. Get cozy and comfy. Let's look into your general energy here. We have surrender to the divine this month. Ooh, and expect powerful change. Wow. These cards, like hand in hand, go really beautiful with each other. There's almost like, I get the energy of like whatever you've been working on, or healing internally, or creating, or manifesting. Like January is the month where it's like it's all gonna come falling into your lap. Like things are actually shifting and happening for you. Like surrender to the divine is trusting, like having that faith that it's going to all fall into place. And it's almost like, yes, you still need to do the work, but there's not really much more that you need to do, or you don't need to like work any harder or do anything more than you're already doing. It's just, it's destined. It's meant to be. Surrender to the divine, like letting go of the control and the outcome and how it's going to be like move forward. Like it's totally like, yeah, just letting go and trusting. And then expect powerful change. Like this is the new moon eclipse, which is, new moons are a time for brand new starts, brand new chapters, like manifesting, putting things down. And eclipses are a really energetically powerful time as well. So there's just like double power shift here of things happening and wanting to cultivate. And like, I want to get some tarot cards because like, what else is happening here? Let me just shuffle real quick. Yeah, there's like really beautiful energy here. So let's investigate a little bit more. Investigate. Ooh, Ace of Swords. The Hierophant. Could it have to do with your spirituality, your practice, your study, your craft? What else is happening? Clarify this general energy, please. Clarify this general energy, please. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, strength on the bottom. So we have the Ace of Swords. So this definitely ties into that expect powerful change. This could be a brand new idea, a brand new like action step. Like you're like, oh, I'm going to do this, and it's going to, I'm going to put all these action steps. It's like a new thought, a new way to communicate, a new plan, a new communication. It could even be communication coming towards you. You know, you could be receiving a spur of the moment kind of communication, out of nowhere, like coming out of the blue. Again, with this expect powerful change, something just like finally just falling into your lap, and then you're like, oh my god, took long enough. But it's also like the Hierophant here, it's all about nurturing and studying and learning higher things. Perhaps you're going to be really learning something that sparks this like brand new idea, or you're reading a book and it just like you get this brand new idea, or you're watching a movie. Like there's something about study and that deepening of spiritual practice and finding your true self and your true purpose and your calling. It could even be that you dabble in spiritual stuff as well. That is linked to this for some reason. You know, the Ace of Swords and the Hierophant. There's like this wisdom, this divine wisdom. Perhaps you're getting like a divine download, like a divine idea that just comes out of nowhere. Again, trust, surrender to the divine, expect powerful change here. And then we had the Three of Coins, which is the card of collaboration, really, like working with others, you know, wanting to build something with others, find a community, like build a network, build a solid foundation of people and places and things that you can kind of share and have this kind of community feeling. So perhaps you are building something that creates this following, or creates, you know, a gathering, or something where you're able to share and collaborate and give and do all these really beautiful things. And we have the Knight of Cups coming out, which can be about someone coming into your life that is very, wears their heart on their sleeve, is very giving and nurturing and kind, but also they come in quite not super fast, not super slow. it's not like a earth sign where it's super slow, super stubborn. It's not like a fire sign moving super fast. It's like the right pace. Now, this could be a romantic endeavor, or this could be whatever this like link to this idea is. It's almost like there's this excitement to be able to run with this energy, this idea, this project, this pathway forward. Like there's this really, like, because Knights are all about movement and Cups are all about emotional fulfillment, like feeling, or just emotions in general, but there's this excitement to like move, to go, to create, to do with this new idea that's also like collaborative and also like creative and uses your skills. We also have the Four of Cups. I see this as an opportunity that you're not even like, it's not even on your radar. You're not even seeing the possibilities of these things, because I feel like it's going to come to you in a moment of like insight and clarity. It's just going to come like out of nowhere, this connection or person or place or thing or way forward. Like something's just going to drop into your lap, or an idea is going to drop into your lap, and then you're going to be able to take action steps on that thing. So it's going to be a very busy January. Now, give it time to manifest. Don't expect this to manifest January 1st, January 2nd. Like, give it time. Don't stop doing what you're doing and sit around. Like, continue to do the work. Continue to, like, progress. Because I think it's so easy for us to get overwhelmed and be like, well, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit around and wait. It's like, well, no, because what if it's the action steps that you're doing now that helps you figure it out? So always progress forward, even if it's messy, even if you don't know, because that's how you figure it out. That's how you get these ideas. That's how you get these downloads. This is how you tap into that spiritual download. Okay, let's see perhaps what your challenges are. Challenges, personal growth as a challenge. We'll get some clarifiers because that's interesting. It could just be one of those months where, yes, there are like powerful changes upon us. I'm going to be real. You're probably not going to like this, but I'm going to be real. It's probably going to be like a dark night of the soul kind of event, because that's where this expect powerful changes. This is where surrendering to the divine is. They are super uncomfortable, but they can also be really pleasant. If you've already been through a dark night of the soul, it's easier to move through one because you know that you can get through it. But I do feel like you might be pushed, you might be challenged this month. And we're going to get some advice, because I think it's really important to not just be like, well, good luck, you're on your own. Like, no, let's get some advice to be like, well, how do I handle this perhaps dark night of the soul? Because that does make sense with expect power for change, surrender to the divine, the Hierophant, Ace of Swords, like all of this energy, unfortunately, is something that usually happens that is, you hit that rock bottom so that you can be rebirthed into enlightenment. And it's really uncomfortable, and I've been through one dark night of the soul that was like a month long, and then my most recent one, the one that I am still on the journey, has been a year and 3 months long thus far. So to be fair, the longer one has been more pleasant because it hasn't been as intense as the month long. I'm not saying it's going to be the entire month long, but definitely I feel like there is this is God, universe's way of helping you grow and to expand into this shape, is to push you. So let's clarify this personal growth. 3 of Swords. 5 of Coins. Okay. All right. Calm down. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take it. Okay. We have the Three of Swords and Five of Coins coming out first. There it is. So, yeah, it could be a loss. It doesn't have to be physically losing things, because this can be more mental change, anguish, things happening. Definitely like a shaken up approach to what you thought was the pathway forward. And again, I know this isn't really what you want to hear, but this is the reality of tarot. Is sometimes it's like, oh shit, like come on. But I'm going to try to guide you through it as peacefully, as lovingly as I can. So, it could be that you lose your job. I'm just going to be honest. Or you get broken up with. Or something happens that is intense and you like lose someone that's close to you, and like it's hell. I've lost a parent. So like I know that can be really intense and really detrimental, but I promise you, you will be able to get through it. Eventually, like it will take time to process whatever these things that you're going through, but I promise you that you will be able to eventually get on the other side of that. And I just had one of my beautiful friends also lose a parent a couple years ago, and she is just now finally coming out on that other side. And I told her, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so nice to see you finally coming out of that cloud, because I knew she'd get out of that cloud, because I've gone through the cloud. And it's, you know, it takes time, and it takes that trust and progress and everything like that. Okay, sorry. I will stop harboring on this. So, okay, so things might be popping up. It might not be as extreme as that. It might not. And me just saying that, it might shift things, it might change things, like, also. But I feel like whatever is happening fast. I don't think that this is going to be like a month-long thing. I don't think this is going to be, you know, whatever it is, it's happening fast. It's in and out really, really fast. So maybe it's not a death. Maybe it's something that just, you lose your job and then that next week you find the most perfect job, for example. But it's almost like the universe's way of course correcting you, needing you to go a different path. Three of Wands, needing you to take a different journey, to find a different path forward. And Six of Swords, the ones that wanted to come out, there we go, focus. Needing to walk away, completely shift and change and reset. And the Six of Swords, I like to always think of this card as you're leaving behind old you with all the lessons and knowledge intact. Like you're taking your swords with you so that you still have this knowledge, so you're able to take that and like add it to your roster of beautifulness and power and all these really amazing things. So let's see, what is the best way to get through this then? Like what do you recommend my beautiful group to? How do they move through this energy with more grace? How do they move through this energy with more grace? We have Four of Coins. How do they move through this energy with more grace? Eight of Swords. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I think it's important for you to protect your energy this month and take time out if you need to. Also, just be financially smart. Like, holidays are over, like you don't need to buy anything, like stick within your budget, like don't get too crazy, like just be mindful of your money. Don't be fearful like you can't spend your money, but just be smart. Be smart about your time, energy, and finances, I think is going to be important for you this month. And then you won't feel so left out in the cold here because you were smart about like, well, how much money do I actually need to make a month to survive? How much do I want to make a month to thrive? You know, like just knowing your budget. If you don't have a budget, get a budget. If you don't know finance, start studying finance. And then we also have the Eight of Swords. Know that you're not stuck. Know that this is temporary. Know that these feelings of feeling lost and stuck and confused and everything like that It's only temporary and you will get through it, and to lean on the help of others if you need it. Therapy, advice, family, friends, and get honest with people and tell them like really how you're doing. And if you need to get a therapist, get a therapist. If you need to talk to me on Instagram, like DM me and like be like, I'm going through this thing, I need some help and guidance. Like do that. Like I'll try to do the best I can to help you as much as possible as not a therapist, but talk to people. Talk to people if you need some little help and support and guidance. So let's see, again, this is also advice on how best to get through this month. We have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I'm learning to love the word patience because personally, I don't like patience. I don't want to be patient. I want to know. I want things to happen. I don't want to just sit around and wait and like be trusting. It's very hard for me. So I'm learning how to be patient, and I recommend that you try to be patient with how this month progresses because I feel like it's going to be, I feel like it could be like a lot of up and down and up and down and up and down, but just trust that that is going to be okay. Seek help when you need it. So seek help and guidance, and just have the affirmation, I am willing to learn how to be patient. I am willing to learn how to let go of control. I'm willing to learn how to trust all of this. And we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So again, finding that balance of your time and your energy and your money, and making sure that you're just finding the balance. Like if you're having like a rough day, take it off, and like if you can, take a bath and like do some self-care, like meditate, do whatever you need to do to like get yourself in that good headspace, you know? I think that's really, really important. So personally, I've been learning to embrace more fun in my life, and I wanted to see how you, especially with all this, can embrace more fun in the month of January. What do you need to do? Ooh, seek beauty. Now, this can be making sure that you just get dressed up. Get dressed how you want your future self to be perceived and projected and loved and nourished. Like, is your future self going to show up in sweatpants, or is your future self going to like put on a nice shirt? Now, this doesn't mean you need to go out and buy stuff, because we like talked about that. You don't need to buy new stuff. You don't need to buy new stuff. You have nice things already in your closet. So how can you dress up or just take care of yourself in a better way? As well as with Seek Beauty, just notice those little things in life, those little beautiful moments in life, those little, the snow sparkling from the sun, the clouds, you know, going over the sun. It could be something as simple as that. It could be these beautiful candles that I have that I bought at the dollar store. Like, seeking beauty in the smallest ways, seeking that appreciation in really small ways is going to help you have more fun and enjoyment with the month ahead. Like, I really enjoyed this. I think it's beautiful. It brings me a lot of joy. Or coffee, or these cards are so beautiful. I love to look at them all the time. I like to read with them. Seek that little bit of beauty. So before we go on to love, let's get anything else I missed. I know it sounds intense, but again, I think it's going to come and go really fastly. It's not going to linger around forever. And I think it's going to be really beneficial for where you're headed and where you're going. And trust and have that patience here. So anything else I missed that group 2 needs to know? Hopefully some more positive news, please. Anything else? We have temperance, balance, star card, hope. Anything else? Anything else for group 2? 10 of Cups. Okay. So again, I feel like this intensity is going to be, it's going to be in and out. It's going to be in and out quick. Finding that balance, having hope, you know, trusting that you're able to get through these things. You know, the Star is also a really beautiful, positive card here. And the Temperance is all about that alchemy of blending two elements that don't go well together. You know, having that balance, having that trust, and having that like sympathy to be able to do it, to find the balance in midst of chaos, or not speak. And then we also have the Ten of Cups, which is like, I think, sorry, group 2 got cut off. But I do see, like, not the whole month is going to be filled with doom and gloom and horrible things and hell and all these things. I do see, like, there's going to be really beautiful moments within the month. And I think by the end of the month, you're going to be, like, done with this, cleared of this thing, moving on. Like, again, it's going to happen really, really fast, in and out, this kind of transformation. Perhaps it's just a little blip that you need to, like, get through and, like, figure out. But I do see overall, this is going to be a good month. It's going to be a really, really good month. Like, Ten of Cups is here. That's such a beautiful, joyful card. So even though perhaps you're going to be going through this challenging little bit of transformation, like, it's going to be fine. And also we have the Knave of Wands, which I just like to think of like having that courage to face the dark cave, like feel the fear and do it anyway and be like, I don't know how this is all going to work out, but I'm going to trust that it's going to be fine and I'm going to be able to face it, and I'm not going to be anxious about it because I'll know how to handle it when it presents itself to me. So with that, we will get the last romance cards. So we're going to do couples and singles, and we're going to start with couples. So what do people in a couple, in a relationship, what do they need to know for the month of January? What do you guys need to know in the month of January with your current partner? What do you need to know? We have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor right now in your love life. So we had the money come up, so that could definitely be a topic of discussion this month. So if you know this is coming, and you know what I'm talking about, nip it in the butt. Take care of this financial problem right now. Sit down with your partner, talk about it, be like, how many bills do we have? Or do we have any surprises coming up? Like, or do we have any parties we're going to? Sit down. I know it's boring, but like, it's really important that you both sit down and kind of discuss where your finances are, where they're going, especially if you guys split things. Like, definitely just adapt them into your financial talk here. Like, that's going to be really, really important. I know that's not really fun, but finances do affect relationships, or even if you're newly dating, like, dating can be really expensive. Maybe you need to be honest with your partner, be like, hey, I need to be a bit smarter with my budget. Don't say like, I don't have any money. Like, that's horrible to manifest that. But just be like, I need to be more smart about my budget this month. And let's think of some more creative ways, creative dates that we can do that are like more in my budget or more in your budget, and kind of have that balance better. So let's see about our singles. Romance for our singles. Whoa. New love. Okay. Someone new. We did have that Knight of Cups. Where is that? Here it is. Knight of Cups energy coming out. So yeah, it could be someone brand new. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So definitely someone new, definitely really exciting kind of energy here of someone coming in. So that's all I have for you. Feel free to give the video a like to support free tarot content. Comment down below to claim your reading. Subscribe, turn on the little bell, all that good stuff. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye. Hi, group 3. If you chose this Tiger's Eye stone, this is your prediction for your January ahead. Timeless January reading. So whenever you're watching this, whatever January, this is meant for you. We have some pre-pulled oracle cards, tarot, romance at the end. We'll get into it all. So get cozy and comfy. Let's get, oh, you have 3. I haven't seen any of these. So let's see what your overall energy is for the month of January. The end of a tough cycle approaches. We love to see it. That is always nice. Step out of your comfort zone and take time to breathe out. Yeah, I mean, December is busy. Everyone's trying to hustle and get things done by the end of the year, and like parties and Christmas and holidays, and it can be a lot. And January, and also the pressure of January 1st, like set all your resolutions, like your goals should already be like, you should already be doing your goals. Like if you're one of those people that's like putting the pressure on yourself to set all these goals, January 1st, I'm going to get my butt in shape, or I don't know, do all these things, start my business, whatever, start doing that career. Like you need to be doing that already. Like this doesn't need to be like the starting point. And then you put so much pressure on yourself, like to do all these things all on January. And then of course you don't stay with it because you're putting so much pressure behind all these things that you have to get done. You got to work out, you got to eat better, you got to socialize, you got to make more money, you got to blah, blah, blah. Like that's a lot to do for anyone. So pick one thing. How about pick one thing to focus on for the month of January? Because I feel like you put so much pressure on yourself to get things done and have all these goals and everything like that. Or start small with your goal. If you're like, I want to get in better shape or in shape, start with 2 days a week, 3 days a week, something that is manageable, like through your busy schedule. It doesn't have to be like, I'm going to hit the gym, I'm going to work out 6 days a week, I am going to lift all the weights. If you do that 6 times a week, not having been working out consistently or ever, you're going to be so sore and you're going to give up. Like, make it manageable. Make it manageable. Like, so much pressure we put on ourselves. Anyway, you're being asked to like take it easy, slow down. Like don't feel like you have to do it all, have all this pressure like to get things done and figure things out. I feel like be easy on yourself. And definitely we have this, which is exciting. The end of a tough cycle approaches, which is like whatever you've been struggling with, like things are finally breaking free out of this, like I feel stuckness, like just being tested, put through the ringer. You're like, oh, I'm trying things, I'm making moves, but nothing's happening. I can't get the job, I can't build my business, like I'm not making friends, I can't meet a good person. Like I feel like you're really frustrated. I just want to bang on the table. And I feel like that is coming to an end this month. Like that feeling of like frustration, and you're putting in work, but you're like, it's not getting anywhere. So I feel like that is what is shifting in the month of January here for you. And step out of the comfort zone. Like you got to do something different, baby. You got to do something different. You got to think of different things, solutions, problem solving, talking to different people. Like what can you do differently? Let's clarify here. Anything else for this general energy for group 3, please? Anything else? I'm not going to take that. That was me shuffling terribly. Okay. With the 7 of Swords, I feel like you're worried about people stealing things from you. Or I feel like if you like try something, like you're worried someone's going to steal it or say something mean or like sabotage it or whatever. And like, yeah, that's possible. Someone could steal it. Someone could take from you and do all these horrible things. But it feels more of like an anxiety of these things, of what could be, of this sneaky kind of person or people that are kind of, you're projecting are going to be there, but they're not actually there because it's all just, you know, your fear of the what ifs that are there. Or there could be someone there, but it's also like, what can you do about it? You can't stop someone from stealing your ideas, but you can take that as a compliment and be like, well, they're stealing my ideas. That means they really admire me and admire my work and think that I'm doing so well that they're able to copy, me on that thing. And also, like, if it's someone saying something bad, like, I don't know if it's a quote or if it's from someone, but it's like, I think it's from a celebrity. I don't remember who, but they said, like, if someone says something mean, I ask them, like, well, do you have my phone number? And they're like, well, no. It's like, well, then you don't know me enough to affect me or to say something like that. Like, it means nothing because you don't know me. Anyway, we have the Six of Wands. So, like, victory, success is on your side. Movement forward is on your side. Being able to break through, I want to say through and free at the same time. Breaking through this blocked energy, this blocked wall that you've been like stuck in. I feel like things are going to happen fast this January. Like things are going to just start to cultivate and transform and be. Five of Swords. I feel like, interesting. With the success, I feel like you might be like getting more attention on you. Positive and not positive here. Like things that you're like, well, I'm excited that like people are seeing me, or I'm doing well, or like I'm dating a lot of people, or I'm getting recognition. But now it's like happening so fast that you don't know what to do. There's a little bit of anxiety here. But the Nine of Wands usually is talking about persevering and kind of keeping going and having that determination and having that like fuel behind the fire. Like just, you got to keep on going. You got to keep on putting your heart and soul into it. Yeah. Eight of Wands. Whatever's happening is happening fast. The Fool on the bottom. Interesting. Whatever is happening fast this month for you. I feel like victory is you're going to have like a turning of the tides, like good luck coming towards you. And with that, it's going to create these like naysayers or false people coming out of the woodwork and wanting something from you or wanting to be your friend now. Or being like, yeah, I always knew you'd be successful, or like get the job, or like date that person, or whatever. It's just like these people are coming out of nowhere, and you're like, what? Like you didn't believe in me when I was doing the thing. Now you believe in me, okay? But I feel like whatever's happening is happening fast here. So let's see, what do you need to know for the month ahead? Follow your dreams. Wow. I love this card because I love the colors in it. Well, yeah. I feel like you're really trying to manifest work, career, your passions, excitement, like something like that, because this is all pertaining to success and career and movement forward. And you've been on the path of following your dreams. And this is just encouraging you to keep on going. Like, don't give up yet. Keep on going. Keep on persevering. Keep on pushing through. Keep on going. Like, even though you feel tired and exhausted and drained, and perhaps you're getting attention and now there's like weird people coming out of the woodwork. So it's like, okay. How do you handle that with this fast success? All right, so let's get into this, which is going to be perhaps things that are going to be coming up, challenges and good ways to move forward through them. So let's see. We have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Ooh, wow. Wow. Well, this energy here, I think, goes hand in hand. Like there's going to be a lot of like people coming in trying to manipulate you. I'm not saying this to make you scared. I think you're going to be able to see through people's crap pretty easily. But yeah, like you can only expect honesty from yourself because you know yourself. And so like these people coming in to like blow smoke up your butt and like all these things, you're not having it. And you really know who you can trust. You can trust yourself and you know you can trust perhaps that one person that you've confided in this whole time. That is definitely someone that, you know, would never try to backstab you or something. So yeah, honesty. Lean on your own honesty, your own truth, your own wisdom, your own guidance, that own like beacon of hope. Ooh, we have loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. So with this success almost, it might be even more lonelier or isolated. You know, it's so interesting. Like people can be so successful and rich and like seemingly like well off, yet they can feel really isolated or really lonely or depressed or anxious or anything like that. And just because like on an outwardly perceived notion that they are like in the eyes of everyone else like doing super super well and successful and rich and beautiful and all these things, doesn't mean that deep down there's deeper feelings there, that they're struggling with something. And maybe you're going to be struggling with that, but also we have that take time to breathe out energy here. Take time to breathe out. It's going to be okay. Confide in that person that you would confide in normally before this success. Like, how do you kind of transcend that? But let's look at advice. What is some advice for you to get through these kind of more challenging aspects for the month ahead? Advice for these challenging aspects. We have 8 of Wands. Again, confirmation about fast movement. So I just got the energy or the message of this too shall pass. You feel on top of the world, you feel rich, unstoppable, this too shall pass. You feel miserable, you feel down, you feel lonely, this too shall pass. Whatever you're going through, it's not going to stay like that. It's not going to always be like that. We have the High Priestess. Any other advice to get through this energy here? Advice. Queen of Pentacles. Protect your money. Protect your time. Protect your energy, your soul, like all these things. Like you don't have to be so public about everything. Like I think keeping things closer to your heart, playing your cards closer to your heart, I think it's going to be important for this month. Like making sure that you're taking steps to like password protect your accounts better. Like really like taking those steps, like, because I feel like with all this attention kind of coming on you, yeah, password protect your accounts even better. You might need to get a financial advisor or an assistant to help you schedule things. Like there needs to be, you have like the finances to be able to get the help that you need. Get a therapist to help you through this weird transition time. You know, there's like tons of like therapy apps that are really good. Yeah, I think protecting your foundation, using it as a tool for you to be able to buy things that will help you get through these things. And the High Priestess. So always listen to your intuition. Always listen to that inner guidance. Does someone sound too good to be true? It's probably true. Temperance. Finding the balance. I think balance is going to be important for you the month ahead. Like if you're feeling lonely, call a friend. Call your family members. Call someone. Call a therapist. Like find the balance. If you're feeling like your ego's getting too big, find someone to humble you. Find your family member, your sibling, or your mom and dad to humble you, because they will. They'll be like, oh, well, I changed your diaper. Yeah, these fears and insecurities that will be coming up, especially surrounded with those cards that we mentioned earlier, it's just an illusion. It's kind of all in your head, all these fears and these anxieties. And if you're worried about someone like taking your money or cracking into your account, like I said, password protect it, hire someone to help you with that, anything like that. Is there, okay, oh yeah, I want to do this one. So I've been really focused on finding fun in every day to just make life more enjoyable. And so this is advice for you how to have more fun in the month of January, because we kind of covered some stuff and I feel like you're having fun. It's feeling a little intense, so let's get into the fun. Renewal of peace. Again, that take time to breathe out energy. Slowing down. Listening to your inner guidance. Having that peace of mind. Allowing yourself to process these feelings, these people that come up. Allow yourself to slow down, to have that balance. Where was it? If things get busy, if things get chaotic and you're feeling like you're losing that grip on life, slow down, take a break, take a pause. It's going to be fine. You can take a day, and if someone gets mad at you for taking a day, then get rid of them. They're not important. Like, they don't really understand the priorities of mental health. And taking a mental health day, it's super important to find that balance, no matter how successful you are or what people are saying. Like, find that slower pace. And the slower pace is going to help you. I just see like naps. Like, if you think of a kid, they have all this energy and they're able to play and run around, and then they need naps to like recharge and reset. I know that doesn't sound super fun, but perhaps doing things that are slower, more mindful, taking walks, being really mindful of when you're drinking coffee or tea, like when you're making it, really paying attention to like taking the grinds out, putting it in your coffee maker, and then if it's a French press, like slowly pressing it down and letting it like warm and brew, and then you put it in a cup and you see the smoke swirl. Like, really get slow with life and just embrace that slower aspect that children get to do, as well as children don't feel the pressure of adults. Really like know that it's going to be fine and embrace that kind of more calm, like childlike sense of wonder. Beautiful. So let's see, is there anything else I missed here for group 3 for their month of January? Already January. Woo! Okay, we'll keep it. The star. So hope, regeneration, excitement. It's going to be really beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful month. Lots of surprises, lots of excitement, lots of success. Dang. We have Ace of Wands. We have the Four of Wands. So again, success, recognition, a new spark, a new start, a new flame, a new way forward. Very, very exciting. And King of Swords. Don't be afraid to delegate. Hire people if you need. Make those moves if you need. And also speak your mind. Set those boundaries. Command. Like, lean into that leadership role. Lean into that power. Lean into your voice. Like, unapologetically. Like, this is me. This is why I'm here. And this is what I have to offer. Okay, let's get into romance we'll do couples and singles. So let's do couples first. Whoa. We have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Well, that's lovely to confirm for our couples. So there's nothing much crazy happening. I think you're already with this person. You're already enjoying their time and their energy. Perhaps in January, lean on that person a little bit more, especially during this weird time. You can trust them. They've been with you through thick and thin. So really lean on your partner, lean on that love, lean on that guidance, lean on that shoulder for you to be able to move through this kind of time frame. But that's beautiful. Make time for them too. Okay, and for my singles, let's see my singles in love. Woo. We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have trust. I just got kind of like fun and excited. So I feel like for singles, there's going to be some really fun things coming in. Give your relationship a chance. So I feel like there's going to be someone coming in, and I don't think it's going to be someone that you expect. I feel like it's someone really exciting, and the energy feels really like vivacious and like fun and exciting and all these beautiful things, but you're going to have to like work at it. Perhaps you're going to be like, I don't know if I want to open myself up to that, especially if you are getting recognized. It's like hard to know who's truly wanting it from you or who's not. But if you're on like dating apps, keep yourself and your work private until you feel like the relationship has built up. But it's okay for you to put yourself back out there and open yourself back up to love. And you might need to work on things with your partner. Perhaps if you are a little bit scarred from dating and all these things, perhaps you're going to need to really work at it and like slowly open yourself up to the possibilities of this. But I feel like something new is starting, like, or maybe at the end of January, like a little twinkle of like something. I don't know. But that's all I have for you. Give the video a like to support free tarot content on YouTube. Subscribe, comment down below to claim your reading, claim pile number 3. And until next time, take care of yourself. Bye.